remember Prometheus, don't you? Who stole the secret of fire and gave it to man. Made Zeus so angry, chained Prometheus to a rock in the great Caucasus. Each day, his eagle pecked out the poor man's liver. Yet each night it grew back again, so that it could be eaten the next day. Miserable fate. Oedipus tore out his eyes when he found out he murdered his father, married his mother. Knowledge that came too late. Jason went east and brought back the golden fleece. He married a barbarian wife, Medea. Later, he left her for a younger wife. Medea slaughtered their 2 children in vengeance.
My mother would never hurt me.
It's never easy to escape our mothers, Alexander. All your life, beware of women. They're far more dangerous than men. Sure you remember Achilles from Tales of Troy?
He's my favorite.
Why?
Because he loved Patroclus and avenged his death. Because he lived without fear and slew Hector.
Some say he was a hot-headed fool who fought only for himself and not for the Greeks.
But he was a hero. The greatest at Troy.
And his fate?
That he must die young. With great glory.
You have a choice.
Oh, yes. He could have a long life. If there would be no glory.
You dream of glory, Alexander. Your mother encourages you. There's no glory without suffering. And this she will not allow. She makes you weak. Gods have never made it easy for man. Look. Heracles. Even after he accomplished his 12 labors, he was punished with madness. Slaughtered his 3 children. Poor Heracles. Great Heracles. All greatness comes from loss. Even you, the gods will one day judge harshly.
But I'm king like you one day, Father.
Don't rush the day, boy. You risk all. My father threw me into battle before I knew how to fight. When I killed my first man, he said, "Now you know." I hated him then, but I understand why now. A king isn't born, Alexander. He's made by steel and by suffering. A king must know how to hurt those he loves. It's lonely. Ask Heracles. Ask any of them. Fate is cruel.
Remember us. As simple an order as a king can give. Remember why we died. He did not wish tribute or song. No monuments, no poems of war and valor. His wish was simple. Remember us, he said to me.
Barely a year ago.
Long I pondered my king's cryptic talk of victory. Time has proven him wise. But from free Greek to free Greek, the word was spread that bold Leonidas and his 300, so far from home, laid down their lives, not just for Sparta, but for all Greece, and the promise this country holds. Now, here on this rugged patch of earth called Plataea, Xerxes' hordes face obliteration! Just there, the barbarians huddle. Sheer terror gripping tight. Their hearts with icy fingers, knowing full well what merciless horrors they suffered at the swords and spears of 300. Yet they stare now, across the plain, at 10,000 Spartans, commanding 30,000 free Greeks. Ho! The enemy outnumber us a paltry 3 to 1. Good odds for any Greek. This day, we rescue a world from mysticism and tyranny, and usher in a future brighter than anything we can imagine. Give thanks, man! To Leonidas and the brave 300! To victory!